Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom here from SBR Picks. Black Friday is behind us, but there are still opportunities to cash in on good deals betting the NBA. Joining me now to discuss some valuable betting opportunities is SBR sports writer Dave Golokhov, who has covered the games in his SBR Picks of the Day article. Dave, thanks for being here today.
Hey, it's good that I survived Black Friday at Walmart yesterday. I'm happy to be here.
Did you pick up any good deals?
No, but I elbowed a couple of grandmothers in the face.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's the way to go. Now, the Wizards were opening favourites of 4.5 points at the Greek prior to the line being pulled this morning. Are there injury concerns in this match, Dave?
Well, I like the Wizards in this spot. Coming off the blowout loss to Cleveland, I think that this team's going to want to bounce back. New Orleans, tough loss last night in Atlanta. And I think we see more of the same. Wizards have proven to be one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, and I think they get back to that on Saturday night. And New Orleans, while they're a team that's somewhat improved this year, them on the road is a shaky situation. So I do like the Wizards here at home, laying a relatively, I guess you can't say small number, but a medium number. I think they cover here.
The Houston Rockets visit the Milwaukee Bucks tonight in what should be an intriguing matchup. The Bucks have surprised many with their first month of play. Did you see Jason Kidd having the Bucks playing this week early on?
No, I didn't. I mean, this is a Bucks team that looked like they had a foundation of quality young pieces that could turn things around at some point. Brandon Knight, the Greek Freak. Larry Sanders. I mean, when Larry Sanders isn't stoned, he's actually a really good player. So they had a good foundation, and they added Jabari Parker to that. I think a lot of people thought they would be better at some point, but not necessarily this quickly.
Now, the Rockets, meanwhile, are off to a blazing fast start at a record of 12-3 through 15 games. How big of an edge should they have in this match once the odds are released?
Well, I got to be honest with you. When I was writing this article, I did like the Rockets a lot. I would say that I'm probably leaning more towards the Bucks now, just because there's injuries, a lot of injuries. I was banking on Dwight Howard possibly returning. He's not going to play. Terrence Jones looks like he's out. Patrick Beverley also out. Isaiah Kanan or Kanan, however you pronounce his last name, also looks like he's going to be out. So it's going to be like James Harden and a cast of 4 guys off of Craigslist tonight. And I think that Milwaukee, actually, they've been playing pretty well at home. And I think they have the edge here in this spot. I think Houston also in a back-to-back spot. Actually, both teams in a back-to-back spot. But in general, just the injuries have really swayed my pick from originally liking Houston to now I'm going to actually lay the points with the Bucks.
Okay, great stuff. Well, the Hornets and the Hawks also take the court tonight. Your article highlights how disappointing the Hornets campaign has been thus far. Tell us why they've been so underwhelming.
It just hasn't really fit together for them in terms of team chemistry. Lance Stevenson has been a bum. They've benched him several times in the fourth quarters. Talking about a guy who's supposed to be the missing piece to the puzzle. Remember the owner, Michael Jordan, talking about envisioning championships at some point. Maybe he was talking about, winning with this team in the video game NBA 2K14, but this team surely is far from a championship. Stevenson hasn't fit. There's a team that went to the playoffs last year and was expecting him to come in, some other players, young players on that team to take the next step, and this whole team to take the next step, maybe, win a playoff game, get into the second round, yada, yada, yada. But this team's just been a complete mess, taken a huge step backwards, and has been arguably the biggest disappointment this year.
Okay, and do you have a top tip for this match?
Yeah, I do like Atlanta here. I mean, you take a look at Atlanta coming off a big win last night against New Orleans. I see more of the same, probably 9 or 10 point win. Charlotte just been lousy this year. Now you got to take Charlotte on the road. I just have very little interest in taking them in this spot. It's a team that looks like it's become more dysfunctional as the year has gone on, not more cohesive. And although Atlanta's not great, they're middle of the pack Eastern Conference team. I think that's better than Charlotte, and I think the home court advantage pushes them over the top here to cover.
All right, wonderful. If you'd like a more in-depth review of Dave's picks here, do check out his article at sportsbookreview.com. Dave, thanks for joining us today. The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.